Hi Greedy 3Ds. Today I'm going to answer the question, can you do all of your pre-slicing work in Chitubox and Lychee and then import those finished files into your blueprint slicer so that you can then print them on your HeyGears? Because as we know, HeyGears, you can't use Chitubox, you can't use Lychee, but there is a way around it, and you can do all your work in Chitubox or all your work in Lychee and still get it to print on the Ultracraft Reflex RS or your basic Ultracraft Reflex. I'll show you how. Stay tuned. So we're going to start today with Chitubox, and here we are in the main screen. Now you can choose any printer that you like. That really does not matter at all, because it's not the slicing we're going to be worried about, it's the actual setup. And I'm going to drag in a file. I'm going to use this GAM body Teo. It's a bit too big as it is at the moment, so I just want to reduce it down. So I'm just going to do what I would normally do with it and reduce it down to 50%. If you want to hollow things, if you want to add your holes, if you want to do all the things you would normally do in Chitubox, then do it exactly the same process. Change things, move things, shrink things, add holes, hollow things, etc. I'm going to add supports, and to keep it really simple, all I'm going to do is add in auto supports. You may want to add manual supports, you may want to tweak the settings, you may want to do all those things. I'm just going to add in a simple auto support setting, and there he is in Chitubox, all ready to go. So once that's in and you would be ready in theory to slice, all you're going to do is go into the setting top left, choose export model and all the models, and make sure that STL is save as type is selected, and then save it to a file of your choice. Call it whatever you will. We're going to call it Chitu Teo, and I'm going to save that now. Make sure it's an STL, that's really important, and I'm going to save that to my desktop just so I know where I can find it. And that is done, and that is how you move it out of Chitubox, and it will save it on your desktop now, or wherever you put it, as an STL file, including the supports. Okay, next we're moving on to Lychee, and I'm going to do exactly the same again. I'm just going to drag that file in, the save GAM body Teo, and it goes into Lychee, and there it is. We're going to do the same again. I'm just going to reduce the scale of it, the size of it, by 50%, and then again, same thing applies. Whatever settings you would normally use in Lychee or Lychee, just do them. I'm going to just put it down to 50% so it's the same size. I'm going to rotate it backwards just a little bit again, and I'm going to now go into the support settings, and again just add their automatic medium supports, nothing else, no more, no less. This is a test just to see if A, it will print, and B, what will happen, and follow all the usual guidance that you've got with Lychee, sorry. And there it is. Export it again, so we're going to go export scene. We're going to, export as, export scene, make sure it's an STL file, call it what you want, putting it back on that desktop, and away we go. So that's the Chitubox one saved, the Lychee one saved with the supports on as an STL, just exporting these files, simple as that. So now in the blueprint slicer, I'm going to import that Chitubox STL, and there it is with all of its supports, and I'm going to move that to the left hand side. Then I am going to drag in the Lychee file again with all its supports in situ, and that will sit in the center. You can just see they're slightly different on the bottom, so you can spot them apart, that Chitu is square and there's more of a round in Lychee. I'm going to add in another Teo now into the blueprint slicer. This is just going to be the basic Teo, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice this one individually within blueprint, so reduce it to 50% and scale that to fit down. I'm just going to move it into position, and I'm going to rotate it backwards, so they're all fairly similar. They're probably not exactly the same orientation, but they're fairly similar. You can see the difference in supports already in it, and I'm going to auto support. The only thing I'm going to do is go into the advanced settings and change sphere to none. I do that with all of them, and I'm going to all the ones I should say that I do on blueprint, and I'm going to add the supports into that. So now we've got all three files in blueprint, the Chitubox one sliced outside, the Lychee one sliced outside, and the blueprint one on the right sliced within the actual blueprint. So yes, we've imported two, and we've done one in-house, if you will. So let's get them across to the Ultracraft Reflex RS, and I'm going to print them in black PAP 10. Well, we've had a successful print on all three, which is a positive. On the left we've got Chitubox, in the middle we've got Lychee, and on the outside we have got the HeyGears very own. So I'm going to get them off the build plate. The Chitubox one came off fine. The Lychee one, there was a little bit of digging required, but not a horrendous amount. And the HeyGears one, as kind of expected, just literally fell off. There was absolutely no problems at all. So they've now all been cleaned. This is the Lychee print, and I'm just going to warm it up with a hairdryer, just give it a tentative little warm up to see how the supports come off. And the supports came off relatively easy, no real dramas with the Lychee supports, came off well. Now this model, when you shrink this down to 50%, it is so fragile. I did have some breakages on the model, but I had breakages on all three pretty much in the same place. I'm not going to bring that into the factor. The supports did their job. It printed perfectly. If I'd have gone through it with fine detail, little cutting them all off, I could have done it without breaking it, but you know me, I ain't that patient. Next we have the Chitubox, again printed wonderfully. Just going to dry it with a hairdryer. Again, no dramas at all getting the Chitubox supports off. It did its job also. The model printed wonderfully. There's nothing on the bottom of that one. I don't know if the angle was any different or if it's just the way that the supports have done it, but that really does show at the end when you look at the pit marks, and we'll come back to that at the very end. But again, had some breakages on this in exactly the same place. No, I'm not worried about that at all. Supports are fine. HeyGears one, there's a lot more supports on the HeyGears. They're a lot finer, but there's a lot more off them. I feel they did come off a little bit easier with the warmth, but we still had breakages, and yes, in exactly the same place. And you may be surprised to see the markings that this one has left behind compared to the other two, and we will be looking at that later. But the supports did their job. It did print fine. I did manage to get it off, and well, they all printed, which is a great thing to know. Let's have a closer look at them. The H on the bottom shows this is the HeyGears one. There's still a couple of supports in situ. You can see that it printed perfectly, really. Everything looks really nice from the eye level. We'll have a macro look at it in a bit, but it printed. This is HeyGears with their very own blueprint supports. Wonderful. Happy it's printed. Next we're going to move on to Lychee, the L on the bottom. This one looks beautiful too. Less supports still on there, and I think because there's more supports on the blueprint's very own, that's why they're still on there. But Lychee, most of them have come off. Chitubox, again, most of them have come off, and it's printed wonderfully, looking really, really good. I think we need to have a much closer look under a macro lens. So this is HeyGears, and there's an awful lot of pitting. Not even these are holes in the print, and under the gun there's some holes, and this narrow little sort of flat bit that sticks out, really, really narrow bits. This is a macro lens, remember, these are tiny. Chitubox, there's really none there, a couple around the edge maybe, but not a huge amount. The gun hasn't got any, and that little flappy bit that sticks out has got none as well. And finally we've got Lychee, a few more of those little holes at the bottom, a bit like the HeyGears very own supports. The gun, however, is clear, and also is the flappy bit. There's less supports on Chitubox and Lychee, hence less marks left behind. So I do think the question of whether you can do all the basics on your Chitubox or Lychee slicer and then import that finished product into the blueprint slicer and print on your HeyGears machine has well and truly been answered. Yes, you can do it. They all worked flawlessly. I had absolutely no dramas at all importing those models and printing with the supports in situ. And if I had to say what I actually thought about the quality of the supports that were left behind and the pitting and the marks, I actually think Chitubox came out on top, closely followed by Lychee, and then in third and final place the actual HeyGears own slicing own supports, which surprises the hell out of me, to be honest, because it's their very own slicer using their very own printer with their very own resin. But that's what's happened. You know, I'm reporting things to you guys as has happened to me. I'll be interested to know what your take is on that, because a little bit weird. And I've also used the settings to none on the contact settings for HeyGears, which baffles me. There seems to be more supports with a HeyGears print than with Lychee and with Chitubox. Perhaps there's some tweaking and twiddling to do with the actual HeyGears supports to bring them down. They do look over supported, I've got to be honest, so perhaps a little bit of work required there. But when we do it fairly and we do it impartially, I used auto supports without much twiddling on all of them, and Chitubox and Lychee worked really, really well. Chitubox by far on this occasion, using this test, has come out the best. So yes, you can do that. So if you don't really like the blueprint slicer, and I've seen a lot of people commenting on whether they can use Chitubox or Lychee in it, as that's their favourite slicer, yeah, you can. Do all your work on Chitubox or Lychee, export the STL file, bring it into the blueprint slicer, then send it across to your HeyGears and print. I know it's a little bit of a faff, I get that, but if you've got your HeyGears printer and you want to use it, then this is a way of doing it using the slicer of your choice. So I hope you found that useful. I'll be really interested to know what you guys think, and also if you've tried this, what sort of success have you had? Now, I've only tried one print, but it has been perfect. There's been no problems with the print itself, and the supports have done it. And don't forget as well, if you want to remove pre-supported supports from a file within Blueprint Slicer, you can do that, and I've done a whole video on how you do that as well, which I'll link at the end. I found that quite interesting, and I hope it's answered a question that you may have. If you like what you see today, please subscribe to the channel. Please think about joining the Greedy 3D Patreon, and I just want to say here thank you to my patrons. You guys are amazing. Please make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this, and also it's really important, let me know if you've done it, because people will watch the video and they'll read the comments, and if you've had experience with this, they'll look at that, and we can all teach each other, really, can't we? So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that experiment, and I'll see you next time real soon.